You're only going to forget it all once the illusion's prepared.
Hello again, constant viewer. Today we are going to do another not so typical battle wizard with the flame sword and the bolt staff. And the main idea is to use the innate damage over time effect on it to proc her passive lingering flames, which is making every damage over time effect last until the target is dead. And this is supposed to also have an amazing amount of stagger and control. And the previous video I did, I think it was episode 14, unfortunately my audio got corrupted. So we'll see how it works this time. And then I have the ball staff, which I can just use to snipe some specials. And obviously I have also access to my ult, which enables some crazy amounts of control and mobility.
No help found here. Best get to the top of the tower and blow that horn.
Actually very curious to see how this performs.
Nice shot, darling!
Hook rats!
Hook rats are about to get dead! And damn well! Black rats over here!
Let's do it, Sylvie!
Storm vermin! Nothing stops us! Off to it!
Okay, the stagger is actually pretty hilarious.
Well, all talent, no training. Take my hand! Surely a dwarf has more to give!
Okay, that was sloppy. I walked right into that attack.
A warp fire thrower! We need to kill it! There, black rat! I think we moved the warp fire thrower. Shield me from Satan. My ball eats up by your head cut off, Blackwater.
Poison rat! Poison!
This way looks promising.
What to get clipped? In dusk and shadow.
Can I die now? This build also generates a very shitload amount of temp HP from the temp HP talent tree, so that's interesting.
Is that Valor or
Go. Oh, gift, a healing drop.
God, it hurts.
Ammunition here.
Look, ammunition.
Up you come, assassin!
Leech, I hear it. We have to go through that gate.
Why are the Northlanders here? I think I might have broken the illusion.
Unheal the fire! I walk along the left.
Selection!
Intervene.
Well, so much for that challenge.
By the eight winds, hail warrior! The shadows hide me. Keeping me, All right! Five! A traveler comes! Tell it quickly!
I'm inclined to believe that these two gentlemen are right.
There's the tower, all right. Check your aim!
This statue is a curious thing. I can almost taste. I'm getting on it.
Get drunk! You wanna dance? Move! It's a wrestling! Shield me from Saint. Black rat! Oh, tear its tail off! I'll burn that black rat! Blazing trail!
That was pretty terrifying, but so far so good.
Storm vermin! Stop burning me!
This whole district has too much magic sloshing around.
You're yammering. There's a chaos warrior near.
I'm a bloody battering ram, that's what I am!
Push in here!
bleeding blight stormer. Listen.
Rock man, always complicating with machinery.
Kill the leech, Johnny! Don't try to stop me! Time for a bit of shielding!
You know, having a foot knight with a shield would probably be the ideal pairing for this.
Someone put him down!
Roasty warm, footstep. You're only good, your brat. A dead one.
Good job, Ranger. That was actually a good play.
A chaos warrior. He'll burn like the rest. No ammunition.
Pity I have the Grim. I'd actually be very curious to see how this performs with the strong potion.
That head tread arrogant.
This way looks promising.
I've been to that tavern. Lousy service.
He's incoming!
The wind! The sorcerer torments them.
Crack the assassin! Closing fast! Leech's dead!
That's a chaos warrior! A hardier proposition than me! Roaming it up! Can't feel my hand. Wow! Felt that one. The weave is screaming! Kill that blight stormer! The wind died with their mop. Ha! It's to be numbers against skill again. I need help!
Sikarama, help!
You'll lose on the ground of flame! Chaos warrior, just what we needed. Hey, Cerulea's out!
A war patrol! Kill them before it flies! Get in there!
Don't let it hurt you! I walk in endless silence.
Please don't aggro the patrol.
Anything but smaller and green. A chaos warrior!
Glory!
Cease your grumbling, Bumblefuts. We're almost to the turret. Hurrah now!
Enjoy yourself! Behind us! Help! I'm Globadier!
Good to blow! Out of the way!
This has been a suitably terrifying run so far. Would have been a hell of a lot worse if I didn't get the bomb, luckily from the gas rat thingy on the bridge, or whatever dropped it.
Do you always let them take your town so easily? Rotting rock.
What a sight! You're the northern duke! Try to a rat!
Packmaster's dead!
Rat attacking!
Honest, the blight stormer!
Kill him quicker next time, would you?
My Volans are out on a killing spree! Burning! Inside! Into gloom. There! Got the runner! Medical supplies! Over here! You'll see! Blight Stormer! Bring him down before he dies!
Hold up! I'm feeling a touch out of sorts.
Here, ammunition!
Here on the far side! You filthy bastards! More potions!
I bet some of you would even enjoy hearing that horrible horn again.
They're everywhere, as I thought I'd be born.
Kinda actually like this weapon.
Curse these packs, Warren. Can't they see we're busy?
It's an interesting weapon for sure.
Slow down to it! Our elf is on the loose. Just watch all those bodies hit the ground. You will grasp of a gas rat. By the 8 winds, so many. A fire scarcely seems
I'm lighting those on fire so they burn and die because of it. Yes, I have the med pack, but I can't risk healing her right now. And she used her ult to get away anyway. Probably to get a healing. Maybe. No, she didn't.
You hear what I hear, mate? These. Backwards to me! Backwards to me! Aha! You want another cookie?
Don't look so ungrateful, Elf. I'm catching you
There
up.
we go.
Hang on! Ready yourself, Sprinkler!
I walk beyond the light. Dusk and shadow.
Dark gods or not, the Chaos Warrior has fallen.
Dusk and shadow.
Really? Thought I couldn't shoot them.
Bounce.
Darling, except when it doesn't.
You think that's a lot? Ha! Lumber boots. This is nothing.
Irony in Carillian's comment, considering she's the first one that's went down twice.
Impressive collection. The white nuts.
Don't worry, Cootie. I'll be back.
I'm actually very curious about how huge the
Hail Queen. Shield. It's warping the winds.
In darkness.
The shadows hide.
That was definitely harder than before. Something right with the illusion. Oh well. Enjoy.
Dizzy fanatic.
Okay, this thing can actually stagger berserkers, which makes it apparently incredibly useful.
This is picturesque in its way.
Don't mind the lack of the cards. Enter the portal. It's perfectly safe.
I mean, the elevator tends to spawn elites and sometimes even disablers right at the bottom, so it's like, yeah, you beat the map, but you're not gonna win, fuck you. All in all, I'd say we did pretty good. Surprisingly huge amount of kills on her. But as usual, let's check the build and the talents and everything. We'll just put up the dolls first. Okay, so here's what I got. Got my bolster, which is a bit more overheat capacity. Line, I got the typical stamina and health and NB thingy. Once again I have my 10% power and case and Skaven. Then I had this one as a leftover, probably should have taken curse resistance, even though you don't need it, it's just a nice quality of life thingy to have it, so this is why I prefer running with it. As for my talents, this is a 30% increase in all healing. I don't really think extra stamina is useful because I don't really use pushes with this because there's no need. And I don't really attack a lot in range anyway, so this doesn't benefit me nearly as much as the option 1 here. And this is pretty much what the whole build is based around. It's getting the fire sword burning effect up and then just letting things burn. And other alternatives, this would be if you wanted to do like a pure melee build or something on Battle Witch, but this isn't, I don't think it's gonna be a very good idea unless you're like doing like a meme run or something. Then you get 40% blocking cost reduction, and yes, you can stack this with 2 times 30% on your items, 1 on your weapon and 1 on your necklace for 100% stamina cost if you want to. I didn't, but it's a thing. I don't need these either because the whole idea is to be mostly a melee character, and this is finally a use for the stagger talent, because this has, the fire sword has incredible amount of stagger, so there's no point in taking this or this because you're swimming on temp HP. And I absolutely love the ability to use the ult the second time. It saved my life more than once. But let's see. Bolt stab is obviously incredibly reliant on headshots, but I picked it so I could maybe fill in a little on the boss damage, maybe not boss damage, but sniper roll, because this provides incredible amount of close range damage. Let's see, 2.75 damage per tick. I suppose it's a pretty decent tick rate. The first one doesn't seem to really do any other hit damage, but the second hit does. So I don't know if we can stack these. It seemed to certainly do the job done very, very well. That's for the armor damage. It's rather marginal. So I'm thinking that if you want to do some armor damage, then if it's a single target, you just get the dot up while it's burning. You start doing this. The only real armor penetrating damage you have on this is like the light tree, the stab in the chain. If you can stagger everything while it slowly burns to death, then it's kind of like a very safe build. And I hope these damage over time effects keep continuously stacking. But let's have a little strength potion and see how the numbers change. Still doesn't take the armor damage into very big numbers. Nope, doesn't really change the damage numbers that much. But this is literally the first run I was actually using this weapon on this build properly. So I was very positively surprised. It's currently like very good at keeping the team alive, because you provide the thing Battle Wizard, ironically enough, considering Cena's character provides the most, which is control. You have the stagger from the ult, which enables you to do ult reviving. You can just revive somebody and keep them safe while you're resting them. And you can spam heavies and you just roast and kill hordes and stagger them. Seem to do a very good job at it. Obviously your biggest problem is gonna be disablers unless you spot them in time. So you can have the option to snipe them with the bolt staff. But honestly, fireball is probably better, but the whole point of this build is more like you just use the fire sword mostly and see how it actually performs under different circumstances. So it was interesting to say at the very least. You're probably gonna be very bad in boss damage as well with this build, because I don't think bolt staff does a very good job at it either. But if you can keep your teammates alive with this, then they can help. Mostly I just talk about how this performs solo or in like a relative vacuum, but there's a shitload of variables when it comes to team composition, like what other 3 careers you're playing with. But yeah, this was an experiment one for me, and a very interesting one. I'm definitely going to be playing this character and this build in the future as well. And we'll live here like a bat out of hell. So, once again, if you made it this far, then I do thank you for your time, and I'll see you with the next one.